Hello, this is Norma and welcome to my channel. I'm happy you can stop by. Before we start this vlog, please subscribe. It is free. And make sure you hit that notification button so each time I upload you will be notified. So I got up this morning, I went and got my eyes tested, and I don't need glasses to drive. I need glasses to read. So I went, got my eyes tested, and they put in the prescription, and I went to pick it up, and the prescription is too strong. I don't know what he did when he wrote that prescription after he tested my eyes. So it's in the pack. Let me find that pack. It's in a pack, and I'm taking it right back to them and see what they're going to tell me. Because when I picked it up, the lady told me, oh, you need to wear it at least 2 weeks. I'm like, why? I can put it on right now, and I'm showing you and telling you that it's too strong. So doing it for 2 weeks really will make a difference. But since they said to try it for 2 weeks, I haven't tried it. I just had it at my house. So I'm going, the 2 weeks is up, I'm taking it back to them, and I guess he would have to retest my eyes. I don't know what he's gonna tell me, but he need to give me some new reading glasses. So follow me to his office. So I just came from dropping off those glasses, and a friend of mine called. He was in a hospital. They took him home, and he said that if I could pick him up, he wants to go and get cereal and milk. I'm like, boy, to pick you up, take you to the store when you're walking with a walker, I'll just go to Costco, pick up the cereal that he said he want and the milk and drop it off. And since I'm here at Costco, I think I'll get some cashew nuts for me because I love cashew nuts. So let me get into Costco. This is my card to enter. This is it, store. Good afternoon. So there's a new day. I'm out and about. I have so many things that I have to do today. I came to the dentist again for my cleaning. He said he got approval from my insurance company so I can come every 3 to 4 months for my cleaning instead of the 6 months that I used to come. So it's been 3 months and I'm here. This weekend was so hectic. I had so many things going on. I went to this nice party, and then they had a cookout. And I don't know about you, but my mother was a praying woman. And I believe that because she prayed so much for us, her kids, that there are a lot of things that were able to succumb. And I almost got into a nasty car accident coming home from the cookout Saturday. It was about almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And now I try to pray. My faith has gotten a whole lot stronger now that I'm older. And I always make sure to pray a lot for my kids also, in case they forget to pray. And I know people say all the time, if you pray, don't worry. If you worry, don't pray. And you should, when you pray, you should let go and let God. But because we're humans, sometimes you do pray and still you worry. You know that when you pray, you're supposed to just trust that He'll do everything. But I was coming home Saturday night. Or I should say Sunday morning, because it was after 1 o'clock in the morning. And so I try to be very careful. I'm not one of those ones who speed on the road, because I've seen a lot. People, I saw this when I was on the highway. My sister was driving, and every time she was in the front, so every time traffic would stop and it's time to flow, she would hesitate before she get on the road. So finally my sister decided to get around her, and when I looked, she was doing that because she was reading a book, and she had it on the steering wheel. Can you imagine reading a book on the highway with people going 65, 70 miles per hour? Also, I always watch my rear view mirror as I'm driving, because my late sister, one night she was coming home and these people saw her, turned around, started to follow her, and good thing she was checking her rear view mirror, and that's how she saw them. And she passed her house, they followed her, she went around, she had to go all the way to 7-Eleven before they left. I have a friend also, she's a nurse. We were schoolmates, and she left from work one late evening. She said normally she would leave from work, because at that time she and her husband had a young baby, so she would leave from work, and instead of getting up early in the morning after getting off work to go to the grocery store, she would just leave from work, go to the grocery store, get what she had to get, and then come home. And she went to the grocery store. She said when she pulled up to the grocery store and she parked, the only reason she noticed the car beside her, because a lot of cars were in the parking lot, was because it was a car that was just like hers. She said she looked in the car, she could see it was a guy, he looked older. And so she got out, very distracted, went to the grocery store, got what she needed, got her baby milk, get in the car, and when she get there, the guy is not there. So she put all her things in the trunk and she driving home. So she said she was looking in her rearview mirror as she's going. Every now and then she'll look in the back in the rearview mirror, and it seemed like her car was tailing her, but she did not realize it was the same guy. So when she came to the gas station by her house, she made that turn and the guy made a turn. And so when she made a turn into her complex and he made a turn, she decided, oh, I will just go straight, just in case he's following me. So she goes straight and he makes another turn. So she don't think anything, she just goes, she comes back around, and she comes and she parks her car, she gets out, go in the trunk to get her grocery. She goes in the back, getting the grocery, and when she look, she see the guy parked beside her car. And she's looking at him and she said, I know him from somewhere. But she's a nurse. She forgot it was the guy she had just seen. And so she's looking at him, and as she's coming closer, it clicked to her, it was him. She starts to scream. And the good thing, her husband had just come down to get some formula for the baby, and heard her screaming and open the door. Because you know, most complexes, you will scream till the cows come home and nobody will come to see you. So that has really, all those things have really stuck in my mind. So I'm very careful when I'm driving. Certain places you will see people just changing lanes, just speeding. So I always figure when I get on the road, first of all, I always pray before I get behind the wheel. And I get on the road and I'm watching people as they're going. You'll see somebody leaving from one lane, driving all the way across. So I'm always cautious of that. So when I got in the car, though I decided to pray before I went out, I just sat in my car, I said a prayer, and I took off. And so I was coming through, I had to go through DC, then I went through Maryland, then I get up in Virginia. And I get there because it was a holiday, people were out. And you know, most of those people have been drinking, people will be drinking, people will be taking drugs, and still would just get behind the wheel. So I'm driving, and then I come up in Virginia, and there is, the road starts to, they were doing construction. So you kind of like had to merge, and then there was a police, that light was flashing on the side. So I was trying to find out, because you know now the law, if the police is on the next lane, you have to go all the way over. But the road was merging, so I looked at him to kind of like figure out how to gauge to go over. And just that slight space of time that I turned and was distracted, the guy in front of me has stopped. I'm telling you, I know some people don't believe in God, but I do. As soon as I turned, the guy had done a full stop. I just said, Jesus, and I pressed on my brakes, and I missed that guy by just few seconds. And I don't know if it was a lady, it's a man, but I missed whoever it was by a few seconds, and did not even realize what just was going to happen to them. And I can just imagine happened to me also with the airbags. So I've been in some terrible accidents, and that's one thing that just bothers me, being in the car and seeing people so reckless. Because I remember once when I was living, one of the accidents that happened to me that really traumatized me. And that's why when I see people just so reckless on the road, I even say a prayer for them as they're going on their way acting like lunatics. So this day, and I'll tell you guys who are watching, the ones who don't like to wear a seatbelt, please wear your seatbelt. It saves lives. Sometimes I'll watch some YouTube channels, people driving in Africa, and they don't have any seatbelt, the kids don't have any seatbelt, and they're driving on the highway, and I'm just like, if you only know what it can do to save your life. And even here, where it's mandatory, some people just decide, I'm not gonna wear a seatbelt. I'll just get in the car and do whatever I want. But that day in the Ivory Coast, when I used to live there, and my sister was in Liberia, and so I would always buy stuff to send to her and buy stuff for my nieces. And someone told me that they were going home. They were going to Liberia. And so if I had anything to send, I said, sure. Let me go out and buy some little cute slippers for my nieces. So I was talking to one of my friends, and she was pregnant and almost about to deliver. She said, oh, I'll come and we'll go to the market together. So she comes to get me at home, and we get in the car. We make a stop at some store. She wanted to buy something before we went to the market. And as we were leaving, the guy, we could see the guy trying to come, the taxi driver, but she figured if she merged in front of him, he would slow down and let us go. But he decided to speed up, and it was like slow motion. He sped up. He hit us so hard, and it was, the light pole is actually wood. Now they're trying to do aluminum, but it was wood, and we could just see the car going straight to the pole. So I got hurt on my leg, and she was bruised up. Good thing then it was mandatory, so we had on a seatbelt. So back home, a lot of times the ambulance won't come. So people took us, a car took her, somebody took me, we went to the hospital, and they checked me out. They had to clean my leg out, and they bandaged it, and after a while, you know, I started to walk well. But that thing traumatized me, because just seeing a car going to the pole, and there's nothing you can do about it. And so it took me a while to even get in a car. I would be so frightened whether I'm driving or somebody driving me. And eventually, I just decided to deal with it. Maybe I should have gone for therapy. I didn't then. I didn't even know about therapy then. Because this thing that just happened to me just took me back, thinking what could have happened if I had hit that person. And so I'm telling you guys, make sure, wear your seatbelt, watch yourself when you're on the road. Taking your eyes away from the road for a few minutes can cost you your life. So anyway, I'm here at my dentist appointment, and I also told you guys that I went to check my eyes, and the prescription that he gave me was too strong. He said, I've never had it like that before, but he said that he did the prescription where I will hold my book or whatever like this to read it. That's why it was strong. But I said, no, I mean, when I'm on my laptop and all, it depends. And sometimes I can, in the night especially, because I only need it to read, but in the night, you know, with the GPS, if I'm on windy roads or stuff, I try to look at my GPS to make sure I'm going to the right road. And so I've never had any problem. But anyway, he said they're redoing it, and I'm gonna take you guys there, pick it up, and see how it works. And I'm trying to go to another store. I'm gonna go to the hair store, and I'm gonna get I need some concealer when I do my eyebrow. So that's what I got planned for the day. And then I'm gonna go and spend a couple of days with my daughters in DC. So when I go home, I'll pack and head on to DC. If the weather holds up, it's been so hot. If it holds up, I will go to the pool and lay out for a while. But anyway, let me go get this teeth clean, and I can start on my other things I have to do today. So make sure, buckle up, and if you're Christian, say a prayer. And I'll see you guys soon. Take my lipstick off, and I'm gonna put it back on. And the lipstick I'm wearing is Sepia, S-E-P-I-A, from Fashion Fair. It let me show you what they gave me. So they gave me a little package, and let me open it up and tell you what's in there. So I got toothpaste. This is Crest White. I got some floss. And I got a toothbrush. And that's what I got from the dentist today. Pearly white. I'm on my way to pick up my glasses. So I went to pick it up. And this is the pack. They gave me cleaning supply. And this little towel to clean it. I'm going to show you the glasses. This is what I got. I'm going to take my shades off. Put these on. This is it. And I only needed to read. So that's it. Now let me go get my the concealer. And I think I will go to the Asian market. I think I want to get some cassava, some fish, some smoked fish, and some tomatoes. So I think I'll make some cassava gravy with fish, with fried fish, and that's what I'm gonna have for dinner. So that's the last two things I'm gonna do, and then I'm heading on home. So there's a beauty supply store not too far from Fresh World, where I'm gonna get the cassava and stuff. So I just go pick up concealer. It is so hot out here. It feels like almost 100 degrees. I see they also braid and do crochet, Senegalese twists, and that's the telephone number. just got to my car. It is so hot. I'm burning up. I can't wait to get in my cool house. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please, please, please subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button so each time I upload you will be notified. Bye-bye.